here in Louisville, Kentucky at Bourbon and Beyond, and I do have the Yachtley Crue with me. I've got two of the Yachtley Crue. Didn't know if all of the 7 of you guys?
Yeah, we have one of us in uniform and one without, but yes, there's 7 of us.
We just got off stage.
Yeah.
He's
I changed quickly.
He's quick.
And I didn't know we were doing video. No one told me. I missed the memo.
That's all right.
You look great. So we have Tommy,
Bowie,
and
Sailor Hawkins.
Yeah, you guys. So you just got off the stage, just saw your concert. You guys were rocking it, had so much.
You watched? You were there?
Yeah, front row there.
Bitchin'.
Yeah, she was right over by me.
Well, there was 22,000 people. It was hard to see
and
two of you.
And you missed me? Well, let's start off. How did we? First of all, how did we all come together? How did this ship sail?
A couple of us came up with a funny idea to do a yacht rock band, and in a nutshell, it's we thought it would be 5 or 6 shows forever, because it was at the time. This is in 2016. We were thinking about things, and we thought it would just be for fun. It was kind of guilty pleasure music for a lot of people at the time. It didn't really have the big spark that it has now. I mean, everybody loved the music, but it was almost a denial of, you wouldn't be on your first date playing this kind of mixtape with the hottest girl in the world in the car. She'd be like, "Let me out." But because we started playing songs by Christopher Cross and Maneater and fun stuff like that, and we put a band together. The couple of us that knew each other, we knew a bunch of friends in town. We're from Los Angeles. We wanted to try to do a new band with a bunch of new people. So we started auditioning people and meeting people through trade magazines and stuff like that. And this guy's from New England, and
originally,
and he moved out to LA, and we met through an ad, essentially.
Basically, in the paper, and I did the audition, and they're like, "You want to be in the band?" Like on the spot, and I was like, "Cool." And so it literally, I called a couple friends and had them come and be a part of the whole thing.
So. It's like if people, there was like recommendations of try this guy, try that guy, and it was we thought outside of the circle of friends that we had to try to get kind of just something fresh and fun, and also a lot of the people that we knew too back home before we formed the band were already in established things, and we knew it wasn't going to be. We thought it would be just for fun, and the investment of that we realized was pretty intense. And then when we had a little bit of success coming out of the gate with people showing up, and then it just snowballed from there, where we just kept going.
Right. Well, you guys but also not only are you guys like you're artists. I mean, like you're awesome, but your chemistry all comes together.
That's a big part of it.
And that's the thing, you can't buy and you can't plan that. You know what I mean? That's like, sometimes I'm like, wow, the universe really, like, not to get too hippy dippy with it, but the universe kind of like brought us together, and for a reason, because it's like, it's been like no other band. We've all been in other bands our whole lives. Yeah.
I love that.
Musical soulmates.
I love that.
So it's like, we've all been in other bands, and then this band, for some reason, it's just like rocket ride, I always say.
The thing is too, is like we were looking for chemistry too, on top of just talent. I mean, obviously you have to have some talent to be able to first of all, to play in a band. Second, to play these kind of songs. I'm the drummer, and I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not the greatest drummer in the world, but I'm a good drummer, and I feel like the chemistry that we all have together that's when you compound that's bigger and better than almost just being the best of the best and getting together. Because what if, like you said, when we were auditioning other people to be in this band, he was the first one to say, he's a great player, but could you ride to Vegas with him? From LA to Vegas is 4 hours, and it's a good point. You're like,
for an LA person, that's the litmus test. Like, you not just can you, but do you want to get in a car with this person for 4 hours? Because if you don't, then you don't want to be in a band with them.
Yeah.
Then you can't be with them on a tour bus or be out with them for 3 months at a time, So we all have that.
We've kind of stuck to that, and it's really worked out for us.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the outfits you wear. So is that something that gets you in the mood, the costume? Right here, let's show. Yeah.
What outfit?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that your everyday apparel?
Well, I just got dressed to do this.
No,
I'm just kidding. Well, we just kind of dialed it in, and for the band, originally we talked about being a soft rock band, playing soft rock hits, but then we quickly started doing the math and realized, we don't want to put people to sleep in the seats, playing love songs all night. So we kind of geared it a little more toward like the vibe of yacht rock, and we're all rock guys, So, but then we kind of wanted to be a little bit uniform too, instead of being a hodgepodge of 7 guys standing up on a stage. So we just dialed in our wardrobe together. And
love it.
Yeah, once we started all dressing exactly the same, it kind of was like, you could tell it's just it's just a different thing when you're like all wearing the uniform, you know, rather than one guy's got this, one guy's got that.
It's kind of in a way too, it's a throwback to like the classiness of how you'd see like Motown groups dress, or the Beatles when they came out, you know, it's like everybody kind of, and you know, initially too, it was like we didn't know how long the band was going to last, or if this guy was going to be available to play, or that guy was available. So it was sort of like also, we weren't expecting people to really kind of connect to each person in the band as an individual, more of just the band.
But they really have.
Yeah.
They
have now,
If someone's missing, everyone's like, where is this? You know, whatever. So we quickly realized, like, oh, like, we can't really sub that much in general.
Yeah, we can't really find substitute players and all that stuff.
Like, people want to come to see Sailor Hawkins. They want to come to see Tommy Lee.
You can't really, unless, God forbid, there's an emergency where somebody had a broken limb for 3 months. You know, you can't close a business or whatever. But so everybody has, you know, with that, unfortunately, everybody has to plan all their vacations around everybody, and everybody has to plan family weddings and all that
absolutely.
stuff. You know?
Life, because you guys are, I'm sure, busy. But going on to the different ports that you play, all the different areas.
I like that.
I'm trying. I'm really trying, guys. You know what I mean?
You're doing great.
So on this, is this like, what's the craziest thing? Because you have a lot of roadies. You have fans. I mean, these people were your people that came out. I mean, it was packed.
We call them groupies.
They're your groupies.
Groupies, yeah.
So is there any crazy story that like might stand out with one of your groupies did, or something that happened at one of your ports or something?
I mean, we've got some panties on stage for now.
We had some bras and panties thrown up on stage, and we were like, wait a minute, this isn't a Tom Jones band. It was kind of funny. But I don't know. I mean, I think there's nothing crazy about it. You know, we have a good crowd. I mean, you don't see things like fights break out in our audience. You don't see everybody's there to have a good time. Nobody gives a shit about politics or any of the world affairs for a quick hour and a half, 2 hours. You know, it's a good feeling that we bring this happiness to a room.
It's also crazy, like, we're playing Louisville for the first time ever this weekend, and it's been like thousands of people each show. Like, we've never been here.
Yeah, we've never been here.
The word is just out, and people want to come and see the
they
show.
travel from all around. It's funny how, they come from everywhere. You know?
I think there's a general curiosity too when you look at the lineup and you see, 7 guys dressed like us. Versus some, there's some heavyweights here. Don't get me wrong. You know, Ringo and the Lumineers and Pat Benatar we just saw the other night. John Waite. I mean, there's some really top level acts on this whole weekend, but I think there's a general curiosity too to see what the hell we're all about. You know, it's like Yachtley Crue. And people, and a lot of people now really understand and they love yacht rock, so they want to come and have a fun time. But there's also a lot of new timers every time we see them, and they don't. Sometimes people ask us, "What is yacht rock?" You know, it's like some people when we first started. It was like 90% of people were like, "What's yacht rock?" Now it's like 10% of people are like, "What's yacht rock?" So, we got the 90%, and we still always get that 10% coming in, and they have no idea what they're coming for. They think some people have even come to the shows thinking we were coming some kind of Motley Crue tribute band or whatever. I don't know how they put that together with the outfits and whatever.
How did they come up with that? No,
But it's but we, and people, but they embrace it coming in, and they have such a good time when they leave, Like, you see people with a smile on their face, and that's the best thing we can do.
What would be that one song, that one anthem that you guys would do? Like, if you were in an elevator and you had one song to do, what would be that?
Probably Baker Street. It seems to be like
Baker Street.
It really is the one that it has a huge sax part in it, and it's a huge moment in our show.
Yeah.
So
it kind of features a sax solo, a guitar solo, a big rock sound. But then you can also like tilt the scale a little bit and go to the other side and say the Pina Colada song, and people love that. There's just there's happiness on both sides.
And I will say the thing about yacht rock is it's like the genre really spans a lot of different musical things. You know what I mean? Like we play like Baker Street, we play it pretty heavy. You know what I mean? And then there's other songs that are like really soft ballads. So it's really like, and then there's jazz influence, there's rock influence, there's it's all over the place. Really. So it's really cool. It's fun as a musician to be able to be like, spread our wings that way. And I think the crowd really appreciates that. It's not like you can go from, I'm Still Standing to Baker Street into Keep Forgetting by Michael McDonald.
Leo Shuffle.
And it's just like really all different types of music.
Right. Okay, we're gonna play a game. Okay.
All right.
Yacht or not? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. On the artist that you guys would perform. Okay. So Journey.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah.
I say nya.
Okay. The Bee Gees.
Not really.
But we will perform the Bee Gees.
Yeah, we actually recorded
we don't
How
like
Deep Is Your
strictly
Love.
do yacht rock only. Sometimes
Okay.
we're like, okay, if it's borderline, we'll do like a soft rock, it's soft rock band as well.
We
or
kind
Bee
of
Gees or
go
whatever.
outside the parameters of what a lot of
Right.
people think is yacht rock, but we try not to go too far because I think
Right.
there's
a vibe.
definitely like some
Yeah.
Eagles songs where you're like, oh, I can see this being like, a yacht rock vibe, but then other Eagles like,
One of these nights is definitely
One of these
yacht
nights
rock.
is
Yeah.
it's like a chill. It's
Wait,
chill though, and
definitely-
then
Yeah.
but then if you do Take It Easy, that's like classic rock
That's
or
like classic
country
rock.
rock.
Yeah.
Country rock.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was the Eagles were going to be. Okay. What about Bob Seger?
Who?
Bob Seger.
Oh no, not
I
even
love Bob
close.
Okay.
Seger, but no.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hall & Oates.
Yeah,
I'd say
that's one that rides the rail. I think.
Daryl's not going to be happy about it.
Yeah, I know
We're
he's
going to
not.
say yeah.
Okay. All right.
But we love Daryl, regardless.
Okay.
And we
all
love
right.
John.
And we love
Okay.
John too. Don't
Okay.
forget about John.
All right, another question, last question. What about if you were like, which I think would be so much fun, and I'm going to go ahead and put a plug in, that if you do this, if you book a cruise ship, which I think you should, and host a cruise, okay, what groups would you want with you?
Well, let me just start by saying this: we have played on cruise ships.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were invited by 311 to play on their. They do a biannual cruise that
Yeah,
we were asked to perform on. If it was ours, I think I would love to see a lot of the original artists that are still with us. I mean, they're either already on their own and doing big things, like we just saw Toto with Christopher Cross and Men at Work. But also, I think
Michael McDonald.
yeah, I'd love to see Kenny Loggins, Michael McDonald.
Oh, there you go.
But the problem is, it's not our cruise anymore because it's like theirs,
They're
So
the Godfather, so we're like,
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It's like, yeah, you can't be like, hey, we want you to open for us. Like,
right, yeah.
but it would be fun to have bands like Ambrosia and any of these artists that don't necessarily have, Peter Beckett came and played with us a few times.
Elliot Lurie. Glass,
That would be fun to have bands like that aren't, Pablo Cruz, maybe bands like that maybe aren't always out on their own too much.
Pablo Cruz?
Pablo Cruz.
See that? I knew I wore this shirt for a reason.
Look at that,
So,
yeah.
anyways, there goes a lawsuit. But
Don't put that up.
but anyways, I think bands like that would be fun. And it'd also be fun to have even current and bands that were just a little bit, before us, like Sugar Ray. Bands that are out there
there
having
you go.
fun, like
Yeah.
fun, good time fun bands, like
Yeah.
people would embrace that
Love
kind of are still within that realm of maybe even some reggae stuff would be a fun cruise,
And you got you got your first album out?
Our first
out?
album's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's our first album. We had an EP out.
Right.
We had
Does that
two
count?
EPs.
Sorry. I got to get my whole history right.
Yeah.
We have our first EP, then we have a Christmas EP.
Right, yes,
Now this is
right.
our first full-length album coming
Yeah.
out on Earache Records on September 19th.
Yes, coming
So
up right.
people
Yeah.
can pre-order that at yachtleycrew.com.
That's like a week away, right?
It's like next Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
this is
think
release week. This is big.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is big.
Yeah. Breaking news right
Yeah,
here.
that's it.
Absolutely. I tell you. Yeah. You guys are awesome. And so after this, you're going to be leaving and going to next stop.
We're
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga.
This kicks
Memphis.
off this leg of our tour this weekend here. We have a day off tomorrow, which is going to be really nice because we get to actually not stress about like
Play.
throw and go and you play, because I'm so impressed by this festival, by the way, of how they
Oh,
get
yeah.
everybody up on time and they start on time and they end on time, even though we ended a couple of minutes late yesterday. But we get a day off tomorrow to enjoy the music here, and then Monday we play in Chattanooga, then we're off to Memphis, and the list of dates
It's like
goes
we're
on
doing the
from there.
whole South basically for
Yeah.
the first time, which we're really pumped
Yeah.
about, bringing the yacht rock vibes to the South of the U.S.
Awesome. Well, welcome to Louisville, Kentucky.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy to be
Hey, all
here.
right. Yeah,
Thanks
and
so
I'm
much.
glad the weather's, it's a little bit warm, but
You know
we'll
what
take
though?
it over rain.
This overcast thing right now is happening, and I like it.
Me too, me too.
Yeah.
All right, we'll let you guys sail
Thank you,
on.
guys.
All right, thanks
All
so
right, we're
much.
going to sail out of here.